Today we're going to be showing off a project that we've been working on here on Stable Discussion. This is called Stable Canvas, and this is effectively a tool for AI art, enabling creators to be able to better express themselves. So similar to many AI applications, we're going to start just creating something. I'm going to do a Shiba Inu drawing that is a vector style, colorful, white background. We're going to use Dolly 3 for this one. So I'm going to hit generate, and it's going to take a little while to generate our first image. So we've got our first image, and it looks pretty good. At the same time, while this was loading, I was thinking about, oh, maybe there's another kind of animal that I'd like to do the same thing to. So let's add another image here. I'm going to take that same prompt that I had before, and now I'm going to go ahead and replace it with another animal. So now we've got our two images, and I've got these two threads of creativity going on. I've got one idea about Shiba Inus, another one's about Chihuahuas. As I think about it, I want to go back to that Shiba Inu again and iterate on it. Now I could type in this prompt similar to any other prompt AI tool. However, if I click on it, I'm actually going to be able to get a lot more options here. So in here, I have the option to retry this same prompt. So we can click. That will generate another image of this sort of same prompt using the same model. And we'll see if we can get maybe a different result or how effective this prompt is at getting the same result. So here we got another example of this. This one definitely looks a lot more like the vector art style that we were going for. The other one was very much more realistic and a bit more detailed here. I do really like it, but it wasn't quite the style we were going for. If I wanted to maybe improve this a bit, maybe I could add a bit more to the prompt that we had here. So I'm going to say it's going to be a minimalist drawing, and let's say it's abstract. So now I can, again, I'm going to use Dolly 3 again, and I'm going to generate another iteration of this. So here we got another image out of this, and this one looks a lot more like the style I was going for. It's got this sort of vector styling going on here, and I really like how this is turning out. But let's go back to the Chihuahua here. This didn't turn out how I was really envisioning it. Maybe an AI could suggest another way that I could go about doing this. So I'm going to go and ask if there's some suggestions it has. Okay, so we've got a vector style illustration of a cheerful Chihuahua on a white background with vibrant colors. Okay, that seems pretty similar to what I had. A high quality vector drawing of a playful Chihuahua featuring bright, colorful details isolated on a white background. Colorful stylized vector art of a work of Chihuahua, executed in bold colors with clean lines. That looks a lot like more what I was going for. It says vector, clean lines, bold colors. I think that's a bit more the style I'm looking for. So I'm going to click on that one. Again, another thread. And so now we've got this other sort of dog here. This is very like artistic looking. I was thinking a bit less artistic. So let's just retry this one and see if we can get another example here. Again, the nice thing about this now is I'm like working on these two separate threads, and I don't need to be searching back up through all of the history in order to be able to understand this. Now that's really cool. I do really like this image. I am a little curious what it might do if I was to put the same prompt through Dolly though. So I'm going to set it for Dolly 3, and I'm going to do colorful stylized artwork. What was I doing up here that was really good? I like this minimalist drawing style. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that, drop that in here, and let's see if Dolly 3 can do a better job of generating this image. Similarly, I'm actually going to grab this one down here, and let's do a stability version of this Shiba. Oh wow, I love the Dolly 3. It's not quite the illustration style that I was looking for, so we could iterate on that a little bit. And stability definitely took a very different approach. So I think right now I'm really appreciating the Dolly 3 style of things here. Let's zoom out a little bit so we can get a better view of the whole canvas we're looking at here. So this gives you just a very good kind of visualization of like how we might go through creating artwork with this. The fact that we can now look through multiple sets of images, I can even label these. So let's say these are all my Shiba Inu. These are all my Chihuahua. Now we can think through these as separate threads and be able to better understand what did we like, what did we not like. I did really like this one, so I'm actually going to favorite this one as well. And if we go into our favorites, then we can go through and get a better understanding of what things we've liked that we've been creating. And this might give us inspiration for other things that we'll create in the future. To make a final point, this is a major paradigm shift for thinking about how to use these sort of AI tools and be able to understand what it's like to create a really powerful user experience layer for using AI tools. We've traditionally done these sort of chat feeds where there's a single thread of kind of history as we've gone through discussions of things. But that's not how projects work. That's not how creativity happens. That's not how exploration works. Those sort of interesting dynamics of jumping between different things helps you inspire one from another. Single thread history is this idea that you really only have a single idea at a time and that you're going to run that idea through to completion. By doing multi-threaded history and multi-threaded ideas, we can really explore multiple options at the same time and be able to really understand how are we developing our sort of like creative style. If you found this interesting and want to get at the forefront of testing out some of these new projects that we're going to be developing, please think about joining our Patreon. We've just launched it. This is the best way for us to capture some of the ideas about what our community wants. If this is resonating with you, hop onto our Patreon, leave a comment, tell us what you liked about this. As soon as we have availability for any of the projects that we're going to be creating in the future, we're going to have that early access as a part of your membership here. We'll be crediting your account with whatever you've gotten through it at some point. We're still figuring out the details there. But if this is exciting to you and you want to learn more, consider following us. We're going to continue thinking about how we can create amazing user experience applications in the future. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.